And we are live again.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I think we'll just let some more people come in who we can. That was smoother that time, Mum. We're getting better at this. Making sure all the
We'll get there, won't we?
different cameras and stuff are set up. Yeah.
It's probably my end that's letting it all down, actually. Even though I've got everything.
No. Hello. So we have any? If we have any people interested in the spirits with us right now, make your presence known. I had to put that nerdy joke in. Sorry, everybody.
Come and say hello.
Oh no! Why's my chat disappeared? Hang on, Mum. In the spirits with us right now, make your presence known.
Oh. I've just switched you off, Aaron. Sorry, guys.
All right. Matthew, hello. Perfect Therapies, hello. Little Miss Psycho, hello. Janet Sweeney, hello.
Oh, hello, guys.
Hello. So what did we all think, first and foremost? That is the climax to Heskin Hall Shopping Village.
Are we there, Aaron?
Okay. Yeah, ready to go in and review the footage, yeah. Anything that stuck out to anybody specifically that you have any questions for before me and my mum just go off on one and talk
I've got
lots?
one big question.
What are you putting your hand up for?
Because halfway through it, I look like I'm flaming hugging a teddy because I was so emotional drained, and because I was so worried about you, I've got this teddy in my arms. Looks like I was hugging the teddy, and I wasn't. Believe you me, I was not hugging the teddy.
You're lying. You were definitely hugging the teddy. You were definitely hugging the teddy.
Because I've already seen this episode, and I'm sitting thinking, oh my god, I look like I'm flaming hugging a teddy there. Yeah, but I wasn't. I promise.
Matt, would have been better if his face was in it. Well, yeah, obviously you come from handsome genetics, mate. That's what that is. Amazing goosebumps when you saw the shape come through the wall and the box went. Yeah, that was that's a very interesting one. I do want to go over that actually because there was a big debate between myself and my mum more than anybody else about that scenario. Very interesting, especially the music box. Yeah, again, that music box never fails to disappoint, does it, in terms of
Hi,
music.
Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. You okay? Did you enjoy the episode? Dun. Do we have any new places, books that we've never done before? You're the answer to that one, Mum. You deal with that side of it.
Maybe.
Good stuff, sir. Really glad. Right, should we just jump straight into the episode, Mum?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, right.
Well, Matthew, we have got someone. We've been to see somebody very lovely today as well, and I'm going to give I'm not going to give him.
Hi, Paul. You okay?
Hey, Paul. A big shout out to Frank, who myself and Aaron met today. He was lovely, wasn't he, Aaron?
Yeah, Frank was a dude, definitely. Can't really.
No, we can't disclose anything.
Can't really talk about it, but it was a very cool place. Right, let's just jump straight into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, let's get that there, and then let me know if you can see everything, Mum, just because I've set it up slightly different this time. If I do that and go big screen.
Yep.
Hang on a minute, I'm a tool. I just need to add something in. Display capture, and then that one. Sorry guys, bear with me 1 second. I do apologise. Had to reinstall Windows the other day, and I've not had chance to fit everything back to where it should be. And then put that go.
Janet, if you go on your iPad and mute it, you can talk and you mute your iPad. If you're watching it on your TV or you're watching it on what you're watching it on. Unprofessional.
Hang on, what am I doing here?
Hey, we've
Display
had
capture.
a
Yeah,
day
so that's
today.
right. We'll go there.
That's what brain does, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm physically and mentally exhausted from that. Right, there we go. Now we're working. Now we're cooking with gas. Right, can you see that as a full screen?
Yes, I can.
Good stuff. Right, okay, cool. I'm assuming everybody else can. I have got it monitored there as well.
Can everybody see that? I'm watching it on the TV, Sarah. Okay. But if you go on your iPad, Jan, you can send us.
Right, let's just dive straight in, shall we? Yeah.
Yep, go for it.
Right,
We
good
feel
stuff.
we had the door going earlier on.
So let's just
we've
cut all this and get to the
We
first
just
sort
had to
of
get the owners to come back,
thing.
and he said the alarm hasn't gone itself on top of his shoulders, and it was starting to affect him. We got a lot of tri-field massive spikes in a particular area he was feeling. And as earlier, these alarms have gone off. We just had to get the owners to come back, and he said the alarm hasn't gone off. No one's touched it, but the alarm's gone off by the door. So something has hit the door, has knocked the door. We don't know. Really active in that area, and that was the area at the beginning of the night. We got the REM pods before we started the night. But here we are now. We've come to upper floors. So what's exactly been happening up here, Pam, staff-wise?
So, first things first, nothing hit any doors. I know exactly what Alan was doing. He's trying to sort of rationalise the logical before we hit the illogical, which is how we always work when we're investigating. But we were nowhere near any of the glass doors anyway, at all.
That's perfect therapy shot there behind where we're stood. And she's often hearing things, aren't you, Sarah? Backwards and forwards, and the lady across the road from her across the way.
Sorry, it was when Alan was referring to the alarm going off when the alarm went off.
Sorry.
What he was saying is we've tried to rationalise why the alarm went off.
Yeah.
He said, did something hit the door? Did X, Y, and Z?
Sorry,
but to the best of my knowledge, your knowledge, and Alan's knowledge, nothing hit the door. We were nowhere near the main doors for that to happen. And again, we touched on it last week, so we don't need to go nuts with it. But for the guys that weren't in the stream last week, the alarm went off, and basically somebody came and turned it off. We saw what looked like somebody coming to turn it off. It was yourself and Diane, wasn't it, that seen that?
It was. Yes, it was.
And then when we actually spoke to the guy in charge of the security when he came to us, he was like, well, the alarm's not actually gone off and nobody's turned it off. It would have literally had to have been him. And he basically said, I never turned the alarm off.
Well, we rang him, didn't we? When we said we wanted him to come and let you out. Yeah. And he said, I'm still on my way. And then that's when you just said that.
Exactly. So part two basically is the finale of the whole investigation. Obviously, if I was still there, I'd be using the camera and doing all the filming. So absolute hats off to our Diane Berry, because she doesn't. She has a little bit of knowledge that she's picked up from us, hasn't she, with the tech and stuff. But as a rule of thumb, she doesn't operate the cameras at all, and they are quite complicated. And she did an amazing job to get the footage that we got. So definitely props to Diane. I don't know if you're there, Diane, but props to Diane. Matt, just to say in regards to how old the building is, the actual property, it goes back, doesn't it, to the Doomsday book?
Yeah.
But it's been there for a very long time. The actual building that we're in at the moment, these are like the outbuildings attached to the main property, which is Heskin Hall.
Hi, Jan. It was just cow sheds.
Hello, Janet. Yeah. So, lots of history on the grounds. Right. Cool. So that brings us to.
They're just aware of everything what's going on. The children, the gentleman, the lady. They're all aware of it. All the shopkeepers.
Right. Okay. So this floor itself, you're hearing a lot of
and they
footsteps.
just didn't want to be on camera to talk about it.
Okay, there's a lot of people who they're a little bit frightened in this building. Yeah. Right, okay, we're going to get moving.
It's very intense. Very intense. And when I was
this bit, I can tell just by the way, like your body language off everybody that you're feeling tense and you're not really sure what to do with yourselves, and it's like it took you a while to find your feet again.
Yes, it did, and because obviously you're my son, I was concerned about yourself. Driving home, waiting for your text message to say that you were home, and you were still panicking when you got home. Yeah. So the look on my face, I was still worried about you.
More importantly, was this before or after Christmas?
It was before. It was about. I'd say it was about November.
November, right? Okay.
Beginning of December, end of November.
Sorry, it was just a random thought in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like at this point, you're still finding your feet. Now, obviously, I've condensed this into 29 minutes, but this particular scene, I think you were in there for a good half an hour, maybe 3/4 of an hour in this particular area. And in terms of evidence, I think there was only the one EVP, which I've left in, so let's see if we can find it.
Feel the energy building, and then that happened.
Yeah, it was. It did change with me, and Aaron was there on with the tri-field meter.
Yeah.
Come closer, whoever you are.
We missed it.
I just heard the whistle.
Yeah, there it is.
I was there on with the tri-field meter.
Yeah.
Again, I got that dizziness come in my head, stopped, and then the tri-field. I just heard the whistle.
Now, the reason why I didn't label it as a whistle is because I don't hear a whistle. I actually hear what sounds like a footstep.
It sounds like walking.
Yeah. I'm not saying there wasn't a whistle as well. It's quite possible that there was a whistle as well. But in terms of hearing it back via audio, it was definitely some sort of footstep.
Again, I got that dizziness come in my head, stopped, and then the tri-field. I just heard the whistle.
Very distant.
Something just walked down here.
This is where it gets really interesting, because straight away you've got all three of you confirming that you've seen something visual. Now, I know Alan and Diane, you specifically further on in the episode, Mum, but Alan and Diane at this point, looking down, said they were seeing what looked like a shadow moving across at the end of this run.
I was looking down towards the opposite way because it's down there. It was surrounding us all night long.
Yeah.
Left, I went to left and sort of went towards the right.
Okay.
Is that got an opening? A little...
Yeah.
It splits, doesn't it?
Okay, if you're down there, make yourself be known to us, please.
I have gone really cold.
So, a couple of things I want to point out here is the way we film, the way that's green. Effectively, that's infrared light that's lighting everything up, and that's why it's green. So, to the naked human eye, you can't see it. So, what we're looking at is complete and utter pitch black. As you can see in the glass, at the end, you've got these bright lights. Now, the people stood here is it'll be Diane and Ian. So that's why you can see two light sources there. I'm not sure what these light sources are. I think these might be shop security lights, because there's a light up here as well, which I'm assuming is infrared light from security lights there too. What you want to focus your attention on is this area here. Now, you can see the cast of the shadows from each person. This particular shadow that you see here, it moves in a very different way, and it's defined in a different way as well. And I find it very difficult to believe that is one of our shadows. I've left it open for interpretation, because at the end of the day, we're never going to know 100%, and it could be just matrixing. But to me, to me, it backs up what Alan and Diane have said. And it also backs up what you were saying later on in the episode when you saw the shadow come out the wall as well. Because it's not far from that area, is it?
It is. It's the opposite end of the building, but it's still facing towards.
Oh, I thought does that not snake round in a corridor to the other side?
No.
Right,
This is the beginning. This is the opposite. Under the staircase.
Yeah.
The opposite end, the jewellery store.
Yeah.
It's much further on, but the outside is where the fields are.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Come on, if you're here.
So as you can see, there's a shadow cast here. There's a shadow cast here, and then these little white dots are all infrared lights. Okay, so keep that in mind.
Oh, here.
What's that?
So you got a bit of a build up there straight away. That particular thing that fell was it's a bolt from one of Ian's camera kit, basically. And as far as I'm aware, we can't say for certain whether it was paranormal or not, but as far as I'm aware, it's a 3.5-inch bolt that has to be screwed really tight. For that to come off, it has to be unscrewed several times.
He's quite. He makes sure everything is a class.
Yeah. Ian's very particular about his camera rig. He's, you know, I mean, we have to be.
You just dropped your ball.
No. Here, right behind you.
It wasn't, it was here.
There it is.
What's
it's
that?
come off your camera.
Oh, it's come off. Oh, your camera.
No, not my camera.
That's come off mine.
Come off there. He was over there.
Strange.
Right, okay, guys. Again, just concentrate on this glass area here. And as you can see, I say we, I'm not even there, but feels like I'm there because I've watched it so many times. But basically, you've got Alan on the right-hand side, Pam on the left-hand side, Diane at the front, and Ian at the back. So, in theory, you would see if you were to capture their reflections, you would see it very clearly, and you'd see more than just one head. So do bear that in mind. So there's a shadow cast over here. So not over there, over here.
Whoa, told you that.
There's your REM pod, and you've just seen again, I think that might have been Ian or Diane's arm moving there.
I told you there was something there. Stay there, guy.
Again, there's movement where Diane's actually moving towards that glass. You still can't see her. The other guys haven't changed position. Alan's asked Di to stay where she is as well.
Stay there. Okay, can you step away? I thought to hear.
We've got another shadow cast here. Sorry, I know this might be a bit monotonous, but this is the process that we have to go through to eliminate the logical. To
Heard you before.
Again, you've got more shadow again wrapped around. You see nothing in that glass.
Can you step away for me?
And then you see in there in the glass, you did see some infrared light slightly move down. Let's see if we can get. I need to find a better way of.
Stay there, guy. Just stay there. Okay, can you step away? I thought I heard you before. Can you step?
So you can see, I'm pointing at my screen, no one can see. As the camera moves down, that must be like a piece of metal or some sort of glass or chrome or something. Yeah, you can see the infrared light come down. That's the only movement you see in this glass.
Step away for me.
There. And then... as you can see, it actually blocks out the infrared light completely.
I don't know what.
Let's go back to that again.
Can everybody see that, what Aaron's talking about?
So you can see here, this is infrared light. That gets blocked out completely. See?
Yeah. You see it right there.
And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to present this as it is. Because I was on the fence with it. I know you were on the fence with it as well, in regards to, is it paranormal, is it not paranormal? But if you look at the generic movements that we're making throughout that whole scene, you don't see that shadow.
And because Diane turns around and says, I think I've just seen something.
Yeah, and it's confirmed by Diane and Alan, and you've got REM pod activity as well.
Yeah.
So there's you've got two witnesses, spoken word witnesses. You've got the electromagnetic field energy disruption, and then on top of that, you've got that shadow. That's it. Yeah, perfect therapies exactly, and that's what led me to that conclusion.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's a tasty one. Definitely a tasty one. I want to say 100% it's a ghost of a child, but I can't say for certain. Unfortunately, it's not nowhere near clear enough.
Janet, it looked like a dog, possibly.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a possibility.
See,
it's the movement as well, and it never.
I've just seen a big shadow.
Right.
As you can see there, you've just seen Alan's head and arm, like the shadow. What? Should we do it again?
I don't know what that was.
You can see shadow, like the shadows casting.
But I've just seen a big
Yes.
But as you can see, there's Alan's shadow cast now. You can't see any object in the glass.
No.
At
And
all.
this is why we wanted to start doing these questions and answers, because it's stuff like this that we can go up and speak to, because everybody sees different.
Yeah, it's not just that. The thing is as well, we're publishing this and we're not saying definitively it's paranormal. What we're saying is this definitely broaches a conversation and a debate as to what it could be. And I'm leaning more towards the paranormal side.
With this one, yeah.
After wrestling with it for a good while and looking at it in detail. And again, Perfect Therapies, yeah, it does look small. It looks smaller than... I mean, I know my mum's only 4'11" and Alan's only 4'11" or whatever he is. Like, they're tiny.
Thank
but
you.
that was kid size. That was child size.
It was, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. And the way it moves as well. It doesn't happen again. And yeah. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the paranormal side with it, definitely. But it's good that we're able to explain that to everybody, just in a bit more depth.
Shadow?
Right, something's moving down the side. I've just heard something move around there.
Also, we've got audible as well, so Alan heard something move. So they both seen something move, they heard something move, EMF detector went off, and we have a small shadowy figure that looks like it's bobbed across, so...
Di did say she saw a shadow, though.
Oh, thanks, Janet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You've seen a shadow, but I was just going to say, heard something.
Oh.
Who are you? I want to know who you are. Whoa. Sorry, my being. Are you a man? Touch that device if you're a man.
And that's it.
PMB, Paranormal Music Box. Anything disturbs that, it'll create the music.
Did we get music box in this area? I can't remember. No, we didn't, did we?
No.
Because this is your EVPs now with Tom. But again, there, you've just seen Alan stand. Let's just go back to that.
The music box will kick in.
You've just seen Alan literally stand in front of that bit of glass, and you don't see him. You don't see anything.
I don't know which way to look because I keep on thinking I'm seeing things down there.
Well, oh, there you go. There's another person who's witnessed it.
What on?
No shadow or reflection of Alan there at all.
No, the walk
I should set. There you go. Can you come back to the lights for me, please? If your children touch the music box on the floor, if you like music boxes, it creates nice.
Why did we come to the conclusion it was children at that point? Have children already been reported there, have they?
I think there's children reported everywhere, yeah. Around the building. Right. They hear it coming through the butchers, they were in early morning, through the fruit store, all over the place, really.
Cool.
Sounds.
I'm just going to jump ahead. No, I'm not. Yeah. What was that?
Touch the music box on the floor. If you like music boxes, it creates nice sounds.
Right, okay, yeah. So this, go on, Mum, did you have something to say about it?
Just going on what Janet said there, saying that you're professional. You know what? Hours for sitting there, and I'm trying to help you out now by doing it together, because it takes hours. It doesn't take 5 minutes to put an episode together.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Days and days, because you look and you see things like that, you're going, oh, no.
It's not just that. You've got to think. There's two cameras, and if we film on average 8 hours, well, between 6 to 8 hours. Some locations we film over 2 days. It all depends where we are and what we're doing, and the location schedule as well. Obviously, this is a busy shop, so you are constricted a little bit with time. But give or take, between the two cameras, there's about 8 hours footage, I'd say.
Yeah.
And you have to go over everything with a fine tooth comb just in case you see something. And it's very monotonous. And then you've got to put it all together and choose what you think's important, what's not important. Like orbs, for example, I don't really highlight them anymore because you see that many of them. It's one of those things.
But you know what, Aaron? We didn't catch hardly any on here.
No, not at all. No. Well, if we did, I didn't see any. But
no,
I mean, keep your eyes peeled if you do.
Yeah. Anyone who sees any, let us know.
Yeah.
It creates nice sounds.
So that to me sounds like a chink, like a chink of metal. Again, I've not labelled it because I didn't really know what it was.
Touch the music box on the floor. If you like music boxes, it creates nice sounds.
You know, like metal hitting metal or something.
Yeah.
I'm hearing all kinds, yeah.
But you talk about farm, an accident on the farm, don't you? And machinery, like farm machinery and stuff. So, I mean, it could be residual energy from that. It's hard to say.
That was further over, and I think fact is he could hear us speaking or whatever.
Yeah.
He's come forward, but I don't really want to talk about
No.
it only happened recently, a few years back, and there's still family members around and everything.
Yeah. Janet heard it as well. So, yeah. Right.
It's like a vicious circle.
It's like music box and the other. Pam's
good.
put the other REM pod down the aisle that way, going to the next part of the building.
Kind of stole the show a little bit, didn't he, Tom?
Yes, he did.
Tom, we call the spirit that was helping us, Tom.
So we're covered a little bit. Anything distorts them. It'll create lights and sounds for us. It'll just give us some indication. Really,
This is bad.
it's intense, isn't it?
Definitely.
And we probably haven't covered half of this building yet.
No, not at all.
Can you do something else for us? What was that? Something else for us?
So that's definitely, again, footsteps, but from above. Where are we there? That's the same corridor, is it? Yeah.
No, we're just on the opposite side. With Alan, he can hear a. His hearing is really, really good. So he does hear quite a lot of things happening in there. Sometimes we hear it differently than what he's hearing. But on that, when he said, "What was that?" we did pick up something.
Yeah. So upstairs, where would that area be upstairs?
That would be where the bag shop is now, where Amanda's shop is, and where Sarah's perfect therapy is.
Right. Okay. So again, that backs up the staff's.
Yeah.
Sort of,
We're just literally behind the staircase now.
Yeah.
So where Alan stood now, that would be perfect therapies. Then you go along to the handbag store, and then you go back to, down to Amanda's store, who sells wear.
Yeah. Cool.
What was that? I've just heard for us.
Try one more time. I mean, you can't.
What was
that?
that?
No, you can't.
I've just heard. Ian, are you picking up any footsteps? I've just heard like feet moving. Go towards the lights and go towards the music box. You pick
Amy.
which one you want to touch.
Oh, Amy.
Any spirits from this building? Do you know what it's like? Yeah, I just heard that, Pam.
Sounds like
It's like they're trying to get close, but they don't.
Yeah.
It's like they're moving in a bit and then they back off a little bit.
You got anything to add to that? Whatever that was being thrown, Mum?
Again, earlier on in the night, we had like being thrown again, and I don't know. They're just trying to get our attention the best way they can.
It seems childlike, though, doesn't it? It seems
But the thing is,
kind of playful.
Everybody was standing still. Nobody was moving.
Wait.
Did you hear that, Alan, when I jumped?
Yeah, I was looking your way.
And again.
So just so everybody at home understands, where I'm cutting these camera angles, those noises haven't really stopped. So this is like my mum's reaction. It's intertwined with the footage that's come off Ian's camera. So the footsteps have happened. Whatever's been thrown's been thrown. So you got Alan's reaction. Now you're getting my mum's reaction to the same scenario.
Yeah, because we heard the fridge, so we knew what the fridge was. We knew that sound, so we ruled everything out that could be happening, because that's Two Birds, the cafe, and we knew that we knew what the fridge was making. We know the sound of the fridge, and that was the only thing that was on. So we knew it wasn't that. And at this time, the fire was down, so it couldn't have been the fire.
Yeah.
So it could have been.
Are you hearing me? Sorry, Alan.
Right, what was that?
No, go on, carry on.
All right.
Go on.
Carry on, go down the corridor.
If you're here with us, please step forward. If you're here with us, please step forward.
Now this sounds more like an adult's footsteps, which coincides with the EVPs you're about to get. The bit that interests me with this is the spirit clearly took that instruction quite literally, and it was almost like, from my headphones, it sounds like it's marching towards you, like, you know, quite fast. I'll play it again.
Carry on, go down the corridor.
If you're here with us, please step forward.
So it's like a pair of work boots or clogs,
Yeah.
or something.
It does sound heavy.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep it rolling.
You're a child. You're the little girl, little boy that's been seen, been heard. Tom, are you here?
I love that. That's one of my favourite things caught.
That was quite intense. I didn't hear that.
Not intense, in the tense.
Oh, okay.
So
He was there in the past.
He was there in the past. That to me, that's my interpretation. I don't know what everybody else watching might think, but that was my interpretation. I won't lie to you, that gave me shivers when I heard that, because he clearly knows he's dead.
Yeah.
He also knows that he was there in the tents. And
Again?
yeah, and then we go back to what Victoria said about there's a gentleman called Tom there who's told dark hair who'll keep an eye on us, and he's responsible for the building. It was just very fitting.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Tom, are you here?
Yeah.
Because at first there was like, is he saying in the tents? And I kept listening to it, and it's definitely in the tents.
And everybody
Why would you use that language either? Like in the tents, that's a bygone sort. Like people don't talk like that now, you know.
Tom, are you here? You've been seen, been heard. Tom, are you here?
Yeah, to me it says Amy's saying pay attention.
Pay attention to what, Amy? That's what he's saying.
Yeah, what did he say? Pay attention question.
That's been seen, been heard. Tom, are you here?
No, there's no attention. Like,
oh, she's saying that's what he's saying. Pay attention.
yeah, no, he's saying he's there in the tents. In the tents means
you can hear the, can't you?
Yeah, in the past. Past tense.
Yeah,
I think that is right, isn't it? In the tents.
Means in the past, doesn't it?
I would have thought so, because he wouldn't. If he said in the present, is in the present in the tense, it'd be referred to as something past tense. Because you don't have future tense.
Tense, no.
Sound like an idiot now. Yeah, we'll just leave it. We'll leave it at that. It was in the past tense.
Right, let's move on.
Oh, before that he says pay attention. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was looking.
If you're here with us, please step forward. You're a child. You're the little girl, little boy that's been seen, been heard. Tom, are you here?
Oh yes, it does. It says pay attention after.
After the intent.
After, so I highlight it anyway, but I left that as unknown because I couldn't quite hear it. But if you listen to it, the syllables are match. Hang on. There.
Jimmy, thank you, Jan.
So he. How did I miss that? This is exactly why we do these lives, because how did I miss that? So you've gone. So obviously he's a bit of a joker and a bit of a sarcastic fella. So if we go through the timeline really quickly, I felt scared. I asked this Tom to help us out. He set the alarms off. He got me out of the building. You're walking around and saying, Tom, are you here? Are you there, Tom? And he's saying, in the tents, pay attention, I'm right here, I've just done all this stuff, like...
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts. Hang on, let me find it again.
Tom, are you here?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you Mr. Tom because I don't know if it's your surname or your first name. So if I call you Mr.
So yeah, he says there, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to call you Mr. Tom because I don't know if it's your surname or your first name. So if I call you Mr.
And you can tell it's a more northern accent than the accent that you have, Alan has, Ian has. Well, Ian's southerner, so definitely not Ian. Alan's a Scouser, is definitely. And you can hear the syllables. You can match the syllables.
You
up.
can.
Yeah.
Mr. Tom.
Can't work out what he's saying at this point.
Can anybody else hear what he's saying?
Name or your first name. So if I call you Mr. Tom, can you move one of the chairs? Mr. Tom.
What I thought it said. I don't want to put any suggestions in anyone's head, to be honest with you. I'll wait and see what other people think. Hang on.
Tom. Can you move one of the chairs? Can you use our energy?
Amy's saying get her. I
Thanks,
don't think he's saying. I think Tom's a good guy. I really do.
Can you move one of the chairs? Can you use our energy and move one of the chairs? Your surname or your first name. So if I call you Mr. Tom, can you move one of the chairs? Can you use our energy and move one of the chairs?
I'm just going to jump ahead and say I think he says something along the lines of the kids in there. Or the kids something. I can't work it out. Hence why I put unknown, because I don't like jumping the gun and just assuming.
I was paying attention.
Because again, then he's saying something there, and no, I think he was being sarcastic to you because you were asking a question where he's be like, well, you should already know him here. I've just set the burglar alarm off.
Have you just turned around and said you saw about that?
Sorry?
Did you just say you saw something in the fruit stall then?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
One of the chairs.
Single chair.
Aaron thanked you because he fought. Yes. Aaron thanked you. Can you use our energy and move one of the chairs?
You're just on my chair.
Aaron thanked you because he fought.
I'm just getting my charger, guys. 2 seconds.
Sorry, I'm stopping again because I'm hearing things as I'm talking.
Hi Adam, hi Janet.
Okay. Should we keep moving to the side of the building?
I think we should move down there a little
Yeah,
bit.
go to your side. Maybe by the fruit store.
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay.
Hold your side.
Yes.
I'm just going to pause it there until my mum comes back. In terms of that class of EVP would rate that probably a class B, because it's very difficult to decipher what's being said, and 9 times out of 10 when that is the case, I won't necessarily write what I think the ghost is saying, because I want you guys to make your own mind up with that. I don't want to influence what you might hear, so I tend not to do that. Hi Adam. I tend not to do that at all. I'll just put unknown, and that's the reason why I put unknown, and then you guys can decipher it yourselves. What you're about to see, well, you've already seen it, is a Class A EVP, and it's as clear as anything. And we tried to do some camera magic with this. So Alan does the EVP, and we're filming him, and you can hear some things, but you don't hear everything whilst Diane's filming him do the EVP session. It's only after, when he plays it back, you hear a very clear yes. And that's a topic we definitely need to talk about, Mum.
I deliberately put it by the snowman in case there's children. That's why I put it there. Okay, that's covering the stairs now. I constantly put the REM. It's just being activated. What we're doing, again, is it children? Is it a male? We still haven't figured out who it is now. But just be... Okay, you ready? All stand still. Recording.
Now, everybody else here, if you can listen to this and tell me if you hear anything that I don't hear. So I know about the bang, but that's it. And then obviously he plays that recorder back, and when he plays the recorder back, you hear something very specific.
Office space on the upper floor. Is there anybody downstairs who wants to speak to us? Who are you who keeps setting up the device on the floor? Can you give me your name? Are you a man? Are you a lady? Are you a child? Can you touch that device for me again if you're here? Just hear the tap on the far side. Or come and walk these stairs and listen to the music box. People who work here say they hear children running. Are you a child? Can you bang on something for me? Move something. Do you like the snowman that's in the middle of the floor? Go towards that snowman. Maybe you can play by the snowman. Okay, end of EVP. The floor. EVP. Office space on the upper floor. Office space
so that's the
on the upper
had.
floor. What was that? Is there anybody downstairs who wants to speak to us? Who are you who keeps setting up the device on the floor? Can you give me your name? Are you a man? Are you a lady? Are you a child? Are you a child?
What?
So,
I think they got a bit excited there, didn't they?
well, it is exciting. That's a Class A EVP that you can hear clearly hear. Yes, he's answering your question. What I find weird about that is that voice sounds almost very similar to what we were getting downstairs.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, exactly, Janet. Why on hell's earth is it answering yes in an adult's voice when we're asking? And God, did he ask, are there any children here, or did he say, are you a child?
Yeah, but as we know, spirit, it takes a while for spirit to hear.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're asking questions far too quick, I always say to you when you're doing EVPs, take time. A man, give it time. A lady, blah, 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 and so on. So in their time, he might have only just been hearing.
Yeah, or it took him a while to muster up the energy to do it.
Yeah.
Are you a lady? Are you a child?
Are you?
When he says, are you a lady?
Well, it's still a man's voice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Are you a child?
Are you a child?
What?
And you don't hear anything on the main filming camera. That's the best part about that part.
I know.
It's non-existent at all. Don't think much else happens here, does it? It's when you move downstairs when it gets interesting. So we'll skip to.
I did place a little rocking chair up there, hoping it would, but nothing happened really. We thought we heard little knocks and bangs, but again, could it have been? Well, it wouldn't have been the heat. It wasn't raining.
I'm just going to put the music box on. So if you want to play or come towards that music box. See, it's quite light on here.
You can see how scared I am. I'm not a scared person of these places, but because of what had happened, and I was frightened to touch anything or go anywhere, and then I was worried about Aaron at home. I was hugging this teddy now. I just look ridiculous. Dear.
I mean, in terms of how you're feeling as well, if you think about the energy that's been sapped out of you already by this stage of the night, you are going to feel vulnerable and open to things, and that's exactly how I felt as well. I felt vulnerable as well. Do you know what I mean?
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
He's shy.
Well, we're all mad hatters in here. Don't worry about it, mate. You join in.
You're Amy's mate, so you've got to be a mad hatter.
Yeah, if you're mates with Amy, you're definitely a bit crazy.
I've just heard a dragon sound. Here's the trip again.
Why is it so bright down there now?
That's what I'm saying. But in the other part, oh no, that's where we just been, wasn't it? Oh no, doesn't we go beyond that?
You go beyond.
That's disgusting, Amy.
Yeah. Right, are we just going down there? Let's try the music box on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just a bit shaky.
I can tell just
that's all because
like by looking at you're in a bit of a vulnerable state.
Like a daze.
There's a lot to say about being in that state as well, in terms from a psychological perspective. You're more susceptible to things happening, and I think that's what happened to me. But I think that's why it hit me so hard. The way it did was like, because I was so open to it all, you know.
And what I saw there, and sadly it wasn't. I thought it would be on camera. The camera was pointing somewhere else. We hear everything.
You're breaking up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time I broke up tonight. What happens now was just out of my control. It went quiet, and then I asked if I saw him walk through the wall. I think it was the third panel down. I literally saw him walk out, and then it all kicked off.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I think there's so much going on. I can't keep up with it.
Whoa. Go towards the light on the floor. It's going.
Are you whistling?
Look. On the floor.
See?
Alan, it's going. It's going.
To come forward.
See?
To come forward.
So this is difficult to decipher, but there's a very loud noise. It sounds like something was thrown, to be honest with you. but because it happened so fast, it's quite difficult to hear. So I'll loop it for a second.
On the floor. I've asked him to come forward.
Can't work out if it's a laugh or I can't work it out for the life of me what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I mean, Alan. Stuff's happening constant.
Yeah, whoa. We've got company.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So just for everybody at home, that's picking up some sort of motion in the corridor. It's picking up an increase or a decrease in temperature. It's also picking up REM as well, electromagnetic field energy. So
And
it's a hot spot.
Yeah, where the green light is, just before the green light, it's the middle wall panel that he walks out from there.
That one, is it?
That's
that one?
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. The bloody music box. Could it sound any creepier? No, exactly. It's gives me the chills listening to it, especially when it goes off on its own as well. It doesn't half put the fear of God into you.
Yeah, like I said, come towards the box on the floor, didn't I? You've stepped forward. It's right in front.
Yeah.
It's going bigger. Get your teddy on.
I'm going to now. I'm putting it on.
Okay, thank you for this.
Oh, hello,
Are
Anthony.
you the person who's been following us? Light up the lights for me if you're the person who's been with us all night. There's a whistle.
That seagull's outside to me.
So-
Sorry.
No, it can't. It won't have been seagulls in the middle
Yeah,
of winter.
I've
No.
got
Oh, in your
seagulls.
house. Oh, right. See, to me, that sounds like a kid's toy, not so much a whistle.
Well, in the last episode, we heard the kid's toy and it was coming from the area.
Yeah, I'll play it again.
There's a whistle.
So those kids' wooden toys that,
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like to me. Not so much a whistle. I mean, it could be, but to me, it sounds more like that.
It would have been
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Right?
It would have been good to have Alan on tonight speaking, even if it was only on text messages.
You broke up again.
Okay, I was just saying it would have been good to have Alan on tonight speaking to what he heard and everything, even if it was on text message.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Don't be taking any shit off my sister either.
Mind your language, we're on live.
Yeah, Anthony, I love the music box as well. I think it's a good bit of kit, definitely. And it adds something different, doesn't it, as well, to the like Perfect Therapy said then. It couldn't sound any more creepier than what it does.
Yes, I heard it.
Right. What's happening is, whatever this is gone right in front of the paranormal box. The closer you get to it, the quicker it speeds up.
Yeah, so Alan couldn't have explained that any better, really. It's a proximity, so it fires out an infrared beam. The closer you get to that infrared beam, the faster the music box will play. So it'll go from point A to point B being right by it, and it'll go really, really fast. It'll sound like it's almost taken off, doesn't it, sometimes when it's really close. Well, that's all it is. It's literally an infrared beam that's, if it's broken, it'll trigger the music.
I've got one for Heskin tomorrow as well.
Sorry?
I've got one to use for Heskin tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Heskin Hall tomorrow.
We are indeed.
Going quicker. Thank you for this. Who are you? Did you work here? Light up these lights for me if you worked here. That's it. Touch that device. You did work here. Thank you for this. Did you work?
So what Alan's doing here, he's quite famous for doing, is he's probing, or what I like to call probing. And the idea is that you're trying to build the energy up effectively, to a point where it feels like something crazy is going to happen. And it sounds daft, but it does. It really does. It's a good way of building the energy up in a really respectful way. It's not aggressive or anything like that. It's respectful, but it's just a way of making the atmosphere a little bit more tense. Anthony, good. Perfect Therapy is good. You get to meet me and hear me waffle on in real life rather than waffling on the internet.
Work on the farm. I'll just hear the voice again.
That was a breath then, wasn't it?
It sounds like a shout, like somebody's like, what? Like I don't know what it is. I'll do it again. Or this sounds ridiculous, but it sounds like a duck. I don't know if it's like a toy or something, or what it is.
Does Tom Horn Heskin Hall hold that a second? Sorry, Amy, I missed that question.
Say that again, the signal went a bit funny then.
Yes, just pause 2 seconds. Amy asked a question. Sarah said, perfect therapies. Does Tom haunt Heskin Hall too? To tell you the truth, I don't know. I've not asked for him to come there, but we are doing. So be interesting, because when we go there, I get this man who's very tall. And there is a smell about him. Is this Tom? Because one minute he's there, next he's gone. So it would be interesting if it is him.
Well, to be fair, he looks after the grounds. Victoria said he's attached to the house, didn't she? So it might be worth sort of probing out for that when we're in the house. The house gives off its own completely different energy.
Yeah.
But it definitely might be worth probing for Tom. I mean, Tom seems to like to. You know.
I think he likes us.
Yeah, perfect therapies. Yeah, it sounds like a duck, so I don't know if it's like a kid's toy or what it is. It's a strange one.
Tomorrow, because I'm coming into the shop before, so I'll have a look. It's over here now.
So you worked on the farm, is this correct? Every time I go to change, look.
Yeah.
You worked on the farm, thank you. Are you alone? Are you alone or are you with others? That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's literally, whoa. Oh.
So at that point, if you imagine an invisible line, the energy has got to the point where it's basically freaked out the device, and that's why it's not working properly. When Alan bends down to actually reset it, he puts the aerial in that area, and that's a big spike. That really is a big spike. You're talking 10 milligauss easy on the if you were to be using the tri-field meter, which again, just it's the same as where it was over on the other side. Hi Neil.
Whoa. Whoa. Alright, I just need to touch the music box. Can I touch the music box? It's making it stop.
I think it's when we come from one end side of the building.
Alright, 2 seconds. That's reset. I'm sorry, I apologise. That's really, really strong.
Wow.
Just to confirm, if you're here, again, as the temperature's dropping, again, we mean you no harm.
So,
you know what?
Go on.
I'm getting nervous just watching, because I know what happened and what I saw, and the thoughts that were going through my head of what happened to this man.
Yeah.
Not good.
So we're only understanding you worked on the farm. Did you have an accident on the farm? Create the lights for me. Someone go to change me.
Did you fall on a piece of machinery?
Let me just change hands. Reacting?
Yeah, I am. I'm getting there because I'm trying to talk to him. So you were... Okay, so you fell on a piece of machinery. Okay. And step back, please. Step back and I'll speak to you. Thank you. Is this how you died? Whoa. I've just seen somebody walking between you and Ian.
Yes, you're correct.
I think I just heard a noise there that I didn't... I think I just heard a noise then that I didn't hear when I was editing. Hang on.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very faint, but there's some sort of grunting.
Yes, you're correct.
Is this how you...
Yes, you're correct.
Is this how you died?
So that scrapey noise, that's you taking a breath just before you're speaking. But just before that, there's a very, very, very... You can't hear it too well. I'd have to put it back in the edit and make it louder, but...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've just seen somebody walking between you and Ian.
There.
Yes, you're correct.
Is this how you... Walking between you and Ian?
No.
Oh yes,
Yes,
I
you're
did.
correct.
Is this how you
Very,
died?
very, very, very faint.
Whoa, that's going bullet. That's holding the device.
Okay, step back please, thank you.
Did you work for the Heskin family? Were you in charge of the farm? Look at how flat it's gone.
And again, that's what it was like. You'd have a massive, massive burst of energy. You'd have EVPs and not just EVPs, noises, bangs, everything.
But Alan said, did you work for the Heskin family? No, he didn't, because the Heskin family didn't own the building. They didn't. So that's why he didn't answer him.
Yeah.
Music box stopped.
Yes, I know.
That stopped.
Everything has.
It's gone really quiet.
Right, when I said to you, I don't know if I saw somebody walk between you. I don't know if he was walking that way or he was walking that way because it was too fast. I couldn't make my mind up. But it's gone.
That was a massive burst of energy.
Yeah.
But again, and we've had this following us all night. Right, and it's the same as now we've just headed back to where we started the investigation, which was beyond in the other next block. Because the alarms went off down there, only understanding, we thought maybe there was pressure pads or some type of thing that we stood on.
Security said there is nothing like that.
He turned up and said no. He said there's no indication that the alarm went off yet. We heard it.
Heard it off.
You know what I mean?
I've just...
That was pretty cool. You react to something that you see visually. The alarm goes off at the same time. I mean,
I saw him walk out the wall, Alan.
Like
he turned up and said no. He said there's no indication that the alarm went off yet. We heard it.
Heard it off.
You know what I mean?
sorry, I'm just gonna get that reaction again.
He turned up and said no. He said there's no indication that the alarm went off yet. We heard it.
Heard it off.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's
indication that the alarm went off yet. We heard it.
Heard it off.
You know what I mean?
I've just seen you. Thank you. I've just seen you.
And the music box just gone as well.
Wow.
What you see?
The shadow go past the wall. You've just, as if you've just walked through the wall. Is that correct?
There's a light anomaly that we've not done. I've not highlighted. Yeah.
You've just, as if
Keep
you've
an eye
just
there.
walked through the wall. Is that correct?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, is that correct?
And we're talking about it.
Yeah. Is that correct?
See
We're
it?
talking about it.
Yeah. Is that correct?
Everybody else see
We're
that?
talking about it.
Yeah.
If
It's literally as if
everybody
they've
see
just
that.
walked.
See if I can freeze it.
As if you've just walked through the wall. Is that correct?
Literally there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Child's head.
We're talking about it.
Chris says he can see a child's head. Sorry, Anthony says he
Shadow
can
go
see a
past
child's
the
head.
wall. You've just,
Where are we looking here, Anthony? Are we looking in the doorway?
as if you've just walked through the wall. Is that correct?
Oh, sugar. My bad.
Just gone as well.
Wow.
What you see?
I know.
The shadow go past the wall. You've just, as if you've just walked through the wall. Is that correct?
A light
We're
anomaly. Oh, okay.
Talking about it.
Yeah. You've just, as if you've just walked through the wall. Is that correct?
I mean, you can't ask other than like a full apparition. You can't ask for much more. You've seen a shadow shoot across. At the exact same time of you reacting to that, the REM pod goes off, and at the exact same time as that going off, you've got a little light anomaly trailing through, and it was coming at some
literally-
speed. That.
And the questions, I know we've had to blank it all out because the questions I was asking, we couldn't carry on because we didn't, at this time when I'm asking questions, I knew nothing about the happened in the fields. I knew nothing at all about it. And it's just, I don't think it's I think it's disrespectful if we did put it in because his family's still out there and I am going through.
You're breaking up.
Sorry, and we're going really cold thinking about it because that poor young lad lost his life. But he did come to say hello. And he was impaled.
And we're talking about it.
Yeah, it's literally as if they've just walked through the wall. Oh God, I've gone so cold. My legs are like...
Yeah.
My legs...
So everybody's gone cold. That particular alarm is the temperature dropping.
legs are like ice.
It's going again.
Yeah, you're here, aren't you?
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
So is this someone just worked on the farm?
Possibly.
He died here?
He
Old
did,
age, whatever?
He died impaled because it went off before when I said. Yeah, you did. You did die by impaling. Maybe it was an accident then. Can you step back? You step back. You see how it works now? You can come. Thank you. Every time I ask you a question, you can step forward. So I'm going to ask you that nasty question again. Step back, please. See if he doesn't want to talk about it.
I think at that stage of the game, you don't need to ask that question again. It's blurringly
I think
obvious.
I just wanted to get it all correct, Aaron, because I felt like I was just rambling. And because I was, as you know, you've seen all the edit, and I just felt like I was asking all these questions. He was, because now we know the truth. It just all sounds. I'm just getting quite emotional about it all actually, because it's quite sad.
Maybe he's shouting at you.
Maybe
Or was
it is,
something
maybe
else.
it's annoying. Yeah. Can you step back, please? Okay. Did you die through falling? Oh, somebody's just touched my back. Through falling. Oh.
Hang on, let me just...
Maybe he's shouting at you. Or was something else.
Yeah. Can you step back, please? Okay. Did you die through falling? Oh.
Yeah, so initially with that, I thought that was a breath. It sounded like a breath. It was only when you say, oh, something's just touched my back, and I realised you had like a shell type jacket on. It'll make that sound, so it's like something's brushed, you know, on your coat type thing.
My jacket, literally, I felt it. His hands on my jacket was just yanked like that.
When I looked back on Ian's camera, he was looking down the same corridor.
Yeah, nobody caught him.
No, but it's definitely food for thought when we're out filming again. Is to have different angles rather than thing. But again, you're all drawn to that spot, so you're all going to be pitch focused on what's going on there.
I'm looking down there now, Aaron. Looks like two figures.
Here.
I know it's not. I know
No,
it's pixelation.
Yeah.
But it looks like one's in white and one's in...
Just Matrix him.
It is, yeah.
Oh, somebody's just touched my back.
I can tell you worked up because the way you sound like you did when I was a kid when you were telling me off.
I've never told you off.
No, like...
Oh, sorry.
Keep still.
Somebody, are you behind?
Just keep quiet a minute. As you just said that, as you're talking, something like a flush or a big dragon sound just happened. That's what I was judging because it was happening. Look, see?
It was my jacket.
A big proper dragon or something or flush. The way you can describe it.
I've just felt my coat literally go like that. And I literally felt it swinging.
Right.
That's what it sounded like.
Okay, sir.
Small amount.
It all.
Yeah, we are.
And when we've come round here tonight, we want to go to where we started. Where we thought we heard a door going. Well, I did. I thought I heard a door getting shoved. Door going. Well, I did. I thought I heard
there you
a door.
go. There's another noise.
The alarm went off. Where we thought we heard a door going. Well, I did. I thought
Do you hear that? It sounds like a not our music box, but a different music box. Listen.
Right, play again.
we heard a door going. Well, I did. I thought
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a ding dong. Not a doorbell though, like a dun.
door going. Well, I did. I thought I heard a door getting shoved. The alarm went off. Where we thought we heard a door going.
Anthony,
Well, I
yeah,
did.
you're right.
I thought I heard a door getting shoved.
Yeah.
And yet, there's an alarm gone off by a door. And yet,
Another noise I missed, hang
the
on.
security. And yet, the security. And yet, the security said
You hear it?
it hasn't. The security said it hasn't been activated. I don't understand that.
We've caught it on camera though.
Yeah, we've got on camera. Tonight.
Sorry?
Is it not the toilet? Because the toilets are just up
Oh, yeah, it could be that dripping, couldn't it? That
Yeah.
noise is definitely something other than the dripping. That continuation could
We've
be
tried to stay controlled,
I forgot
listen
about that.
guys, we've tried to stay controlled tonight, we really have. But it's every time we just get into a bit of control in the night, organising what we're going to do next, where we're going to hit next, something like that. Something disturbs us, something's stopping us, something doesn't want us to go to certain areas, something doesn't want to go to A, B and C.
I don't
Okay.
even know where to begin, Alan.
That summed the night up well, really. I don't know where to bloody begin. No, it's only taken however many months to get it to this point.
It drained me completely.
Yeah, it was.
And because now we're getting ready for Alberto to come and see us. After this shot, I was worse still because we found out what had happened and I just needed to go home.
Yeah, it's
I know.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's haunted. I'll just leave it at that. It's the place is haunted, and it's deceiving because you go in there, you would never think it in a million years.
No.
But the minute you
not
put
at
in
all.
there on your own, you're gonna know about it, 100%.
And every little sense about you opens.
Yeah.
And you can feel it.
Yeah, definitely.
Shop.
Sorry.
Just amazing place.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the everything about it is, yeah, it's good. We are in the future going to be putting the Heskin Hall episode on the YouTube page. So I don't know what the general consensus is with you guys watching at the moment, but we're still learning this process a little bit. And one of the things we were concerned about is if we're putting 46-minute long episodes up or hour-long episodes and stuff like that, like the audience retention. And I feel like maybe an hour might be too long. So do you prefer it in this format in 30-minute segments where it's split into two? Yeah, like if we could get your feedback. You don't have to answer right now if you don't want to. You can tell us tomorrow or whatever. But this is the sort of feedback we need moving forward in terms of some of the stuff we're going to be doing. One of the things we're definitely going to be doing, we've not started it yet, but we will be doing, is we're going to be doing basically reviewing footage from years ago. We're going to go way back when to like, well, this one's 10 years old. This is my video editing, like Windows Movie Maker magic. And even so, it says 10 years ago. It's longer than 10 years ago when this video was actually made.
But this happened and it was amazing again.
Yeah, I mean, look at the I mean, we've changed so much since back then. But what we were going to do is maybe do like a live where we go through all the old footage. I mean, I've got terabytes and terabytes of the stuff, so you know, there's a lot of content there to be made.
So what do you guys think? Would you like in two halves? We don't want you to get bored. So if we do it like we did, pardon, did you say something then, Aaron?
I didn't know.
Okay.
No.
I just thought I heard somebody say yes. So if we do it in the two halves, or 4 hours.
Sorry, you broke up then, Mum.
Okay. Or would you like it in two halves?
You broke up again.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Hello? Yeah. Right. I'm just repeating what you said more than anything.
You broke
Are
up
we
again.
putting America up next?
So next episode, well, we've got a toss up between Lord Street and America.
What would you like to do, guys? Up to you. Yes,
Janet,
2 halves.
Yeah, I think 2 halves is good. It's a good amount of time to process everything as well.
30 minutes is good, and with live questions. Yeah.
Fine, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe once a week on top of all that on a different day, or once a fortnight or whatever, we'll throw some content up, us reviewing other footage and other bits and bobs. You know, if you guys have got anything interesting you want us to look at, like, throw it over to us. You know, we'll definitely analyze it.
Thanks for the peas.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. In terms of all the girls and Alberto at Heskin Hall Shopping Village as well, we really do appreciate you letting us in there. It was amazing.
It was. So go on, which one do you want next? Do you want Southport, Royal Arcade, or would you like the Hinsdale House in America, New York State? We've caught great EVPs at the Royal Arcade, and I've not seen all of the Hinsdale House at the moment, but again, I saw a gentleman, and that gentleman appeared to us, and I have got it on camera to show you.
Is this Hinsdale you're talking about?
Hinsdale, yeah, Dan Class's house.
Yeah. Well, that'll be the next edit then. I'll make a start on that.
What happened in the fields, Amy? I don't want to talk about it. We're live on camera.
Yeah, it's a bit of an insensitive situation. It
only happened a few years back. It'd be professional of us to talk about it on camera, unless there was a family member of this young gentleman gives me permission to talk about it. And apart from that, I don't think it's right. But I will.
You definitely need to get an Ethernet wire for that computer, so you're not breaking up so much.
All right, I'll get one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neil, yes, the Q&A adds a bit more. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do, Neil, more than anything else, was because sometimes you'll throw these episodes up on YouTube and then just leave it for somebody else to interpret, and it looks like we might, like, we're not, there's things you can't explain in a 30-minute episode where you can do with a live, and then people can just tune in as and when they please, and it allows us to say a lot more than what we're able to say in the edit as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's always good to get other people's opinions about specific things, and some of that. I mean, we could even review evidence live. That'd be pretty interesting. We could do that as well.
And for people to get to know us as well, Aaron, because as you know, we never get a chance to talk to anybody, get their feedback and everything like that. So it would be nice to chat to people as well.
Yeah.
A lot of you already know.
Should we give them a little sneak peek of the Heskin really quickly?
On them.
Right, okay, bear with me a sec. So this is Heskin Hall when I find it. Which episode was it? 2?
Yes. No, 3.
No, that was the boat.
3.
3? Yeah, Haunting of Heskin Hall, here we go. Skip that intro really quick.
Prove his loyalty to God.
Cold-blooded
murder. A refuge from reform, corrupted on its very core. The stone walls. A house shrouded in mystery. One cold-blooded murder. A refuge from reform, corrupted on its very core. The stone walls whisper in the night, watching you and testing you. The sight of a cold-blooded killer has been seen roaming the corridors, a killer who was asked to prove his loyalty to God. Despite complying with such a heinous act, the monk was slayed at the scene. His soul now belongs to the house.
I had far too much fun doing that voiceover.
I love your voice, Aaron. Your voice sounds really, really good.
crooked entrance will consume you into darkness. There's no escaping, no running away. The darkness of this house will forever be etched into your memories. This is the haunting of Heskin Hall.
So this will be on the YouTube for you all to watch. In terms of the production value with these ones, I mean, they took us 2 days per episode to film. So they're of a higher quality. In terms of in terms of evidence, Heskin Shopping Village, to be fair, was surprising, wasn't it? In thing. I mean, there's a few. I can show you the intros to some of the other ones. This is a trailer for Wisbeach Castle. Again, some of our members will have already seen all this stuff.
Oh my god! No way! Whoa! Okay. Oh, hello!
And that's Ian. If anybody was wondering who that is, that's Ian dressed as a monk. And I made a slight mistake. He left his watch on. I tried to blur it out. Yeah, it's not dead noticeable, but I'm just telling you all. So yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff there.
We've
got a lot of stuff that we can be putting on there. So keep watching this space, definitely. Unless we're investigating or we're out like we are tomorrow night, it'll always be on a Friday night that something will be posted at like round 6:30 mark, and then the Q&As and the lives will be followed shortly after.
Shortly afterwards. I think another one will be good. Get my words out now. To go over would be the courts in Ormskirk.
Yeah. Well, we've got the courts.
You know what? He's got an amazing building there. And recently, myself and Diane had back along, and we had an experience there as well. You know what? We went there for 12 months, and that episode did not go right, would it, Aaron?
No.
We just
it was, to be fair, that one was very, very similar to Heskin, the shopping village, because with the shopping with the shopping village, it took us as long as it's taken us to edit.
Go back, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely. Wisbeach Castle's an amazing place.
Yeah.
But in terms of Heskin Hall Shopping Village, we didn't know what to do with it because the footage was so. We were all so scatty, like. We really were scatty. We didn't. It just we weren't ourselves at all in it. We weren't ourselves, and that sort of hindered the production value massively. I think, but obviously,
go over.
Yeah, definitely. To be fair, that out of all the episodes we've made, the shopping village has been the most fun to do. I'm not gonna lie to you, just because of how much evidence has. That come to the table on it. Heskin Hall is a great episode and there's some good evidence in it, but the shopping village had a lot more to it than what happened in Heskin as well. It's just strange. It really is strange. And then obviously we'll have these blogs as well. So we film like video blogs. Like if we're out travelling, we'll be filming all this stuff as well.
I am. It's honestly, to be honest with you, I am when we're away.
Not that.
It's
just like basically travel blog. So there's all that we can do as well when we are traveling. We put the travelling's on the back burner at the moment because the problem is we're a bit burnt out. We've been doing this for 10 years where we've been going all over the place making films and stuff, and it's just burnt us out, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It really has burnt us out. So doing the YouTube is us sort of taking control of what we're doing with our content and giving it to the people. Giving it to you lot and sharing it with you guys and sharing these experiences because for me that's the most important thing is finding evidence and showing you all and sharing it with us.
Getting feedback from everybody as well and what they want. Being able to voice ourselves and seeing what comes back. So you've wanted to do this for a long while now, haven't we?
I've been wanting to do it for a hell of a long time, yeah.
And we've never really had this chance, have we? Where now we have.
Yep.
All good moving forward.
Yep, definitely is.
So we don't want you any longer.
No, that literally is a wrap for Heskin Hall Village. It's been an emotional journey, but that's it for now, at least. To be continued, I'd say.
It would be nice to go back. But... yeah.
You broke up again.
Okay, I said it would be nice to go back, but there's no pressure. We understand it's a working place and everything like that. So
I think ultimately we've definitely answered some questions.
Yeah.
And we've definitely uncovered stuff. And it goes back to that. Really, I'm going to be really cheesy here. Goes back to the question: is it haunted? Yes, it is. As far as I'm concerned, as far as you guys are, and what you got, the feedback we've got from you guys, it's haunted.
So well done. So do you all think it is haunted? Is it haunted? So please share, like, press that bell to listen to the next week.
So hitting that like button's massively important in terms of the bloody YouTube algorithm thing. The more people that hit it, the more chance it'll pop up on other people's YouTube accounts and stuff. So yeah.
You're very much down. You go and get some sleep.
Yeah.
Right, should we leave it there? And
I think we should definitely leave it there, yeah. And guys, it's been emotional. See you all tomorrow if you're there tomorrow night.
Yep, I'll see you soon. Take care.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.